Have you ever heard the saying that you are the average of your 5 closest friends? The main thing that I just want you to understand based on this video is the power of your environment. If you're just around really successful people, you become successful. If you're around brokies and losers and lazy people, you're a brokey, lazy loser. And I think understanding the why behind it is even more important than understanding the whole concept. I used to do door-to-door sales. I did it for 4 years. We did like really hardcore, aggressive, direct-to-consumer sales. And there, the difference would be extremely clear. Like you could have a sales guy. Let's just call the sales guy John. John is in sales team A. He goes to work. He stays there for 6 hours. He sells 3 contracts. He makes 100 euros that day and he goes home and he does it all over again. A month goes by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by. John gets transitioned to another team, sales team B. And suddenly, almost overnight in the first week, John, instead of on average making 3 sales a day, he starts making 10 sales a day. Suddenly he's just making like 3, 4, 500 euros a day. He's on absolute fire. He's getting like a top 20% result of the industry. But a few weeks ago, John used to be a completely average sales guy. And the reason why this happens is extremely simple. It is the environment that John was in team A, and the environment that John was in team B. Like he actually didn't get better in sales in any way. In sales team A, if the culture is that you go to work, it's like pretty okay, you're just doing this to make some money, everyone's like complaining every day, the clients or the prospects are today so ass and the sun doesn't shine, I can't sell, and let's just rip 6 hours and pretty great, and 3 sales a day is the average, that's the minimum goal, let's just hit that. It's average sales guys. But then let's say in sales team B, the culture is that the guys are absolute killers. The sales manager who runs the team is an absolute killer. Everyone just wants to become the best. They want to all make a lot of money and they just want to crush it. They do overtime, they do 10, 12 hours. They're super excited. They have these routines, they have these rituals. They might not be better salespeople at all, but because of their culture and because of their environment, anyone who goes to that team, they immediately become good. Then you just push random people in there and they become good. Just from the scientific perspective, it is proven that in the morning when you wake up, you have an X amount of willpower. It's based on your glucose level in your brain and in your body. Let's say you have 10 points of willpower. And then as you do tasks during the day, the harder the things you do, the more of the willpower you spend. Let's say you go to the gym 5 a.m., then you go a cold shower, then you eat some broccoli and chicken. You spend like 70% of your willpower before you even get to work. And then you get to work, all of your coworkers are complaining. Your willpower decreases and then suddenly you have spent all of your willpower and you start acting like a degenerate. You start, let's go clubbing, let's watch porn, let's watch TikTok, let's play some games, and you start doing things that are not actually good for you long term. And you know that it's not good for you long term, but because your monkey brain doesn't have any willpower left, you just automatically go and you just go for those cheap dopamine sources. The big difference that the environment makes is if you have a good environment where doing these things is fun and you're able to do this with good people and you have a great culture around them, everyone loves fucking hitting the gym, everyone loves taking cold showers, you have a great hype around it, you feel like an absolute Terminator team doing these things and going to work and crushing it, and no one is doing any degenerate stuff and everyone's just focused on their goals and grinding. You don't have to spend willpower on that stuff. If your environment is just wired in a way that, hey, the average guy just hits the gym, does the cold shower, eats the clean food, works 10 hours a day, doesn't do degenerate stuff, if that is the average, that is also going to be your average. And if it's your average, it doesn't take any willpower from you. So automatically, just based on science, you just become a completely different person based on the people you are around with. Like when you look at our private clients, people come in there and they look at the wins chat and they see people ripping crazy wins every single day. Sign a 5k deal, sign a 10k deal, sign a 3,000 a month deal, made 50k, made 70k. People look at it and they just automatically assume that average. And then because automatically they're getting dragged into this average of this new environment that they have been put in, they don't even need to use willpower. They don't need to be disciplined to do the work necessary to hit that level. Communities and mentors, that is why they work so well. Let's say you really want to make 10,000 a month. You just have to find a group with a bunch of people who are making 10,000 a month. And you know you will naturally gravitate to that average over time. Let's say you want to start making $1 million a month. You just need to find a group of people who are making $1 million a month and just talk with them. Of course, to get into that group, it's probably going to be extremely expensive, or you have a good network, or you just have to get super lucky. But let's say tomorrow you wake up and all of your friends have been replaced by giga millionaires and you start spending 2-3 hours every single day with these people who make $1 million a month. You would naturally gravitate fairly close to that $1 million a month level in the next few years or next few months, depending on what is your starting point. That is the biggest life hack of engineering your own environment. That is the reason why I moved into Tallinn. I used to travel and I used to live in like really really great place. I lived in Bali, which was actually a shithole. I lived in Bangkok, which was super cool. I lived in Dubai. I lived in France. I'm originally from Finland, but I moved to Tallinn, and it's dark as shit here. It's rainy, it's wet. A lot of stuff is way worse than, for example, Dubai. But the reason why I moved in here, because here I can actually engineer my environment to be exactly what I want. I can build the exact friend group, the exact circle, the exact routines and habits that I want to have. And that way I can automatically elevate myself to a certain level. Just a few months ago, I was at a Christmas party. If you have ever wondered why I wear suits nowadays, like if you look at my videos a year ago, I didn't wear suits. I always had a black hoodie or a black t-shirt. And why do I wear suits now? A few months ago, I got invited to a Christmas party, and the guy who hosted it, he does like $1 million a day. I was talking with him, and it was like a suit party, and I had this new suit on that I bought specifically for the event. And the guy told me, hey bro, you look really good in a suit, you should wear them every single day. This guy makes $300 million a year. Obviously I have to do it. So then I just went and bought a bunch of suits, and now I'm wearing a suit every single day. And that is how your environment engineers you. And that is why you need to make sure that you don't have any toxic people, any low energy people, lazy people, people with no ambition. Of course, you might have some old friends from your high school or something. Don't completely cut them out of your life. But your 5 closest people, or your closest circle of people who you engage and talk and communicate with every single day, they need to be killers. They need to be on the same mission that you are on. If you have ever heard Mr. Beast talking a podcast about their friend group, they used to have this friend group when they had like a few thousand subscribers on YouTube. 10 people or 5 people in a group, and they talk to each other every single day for years and years and years and straight. And then every single person from the 5-person group had over 1 million subscribers after those few years. That is the power of the environment, and that is the power of the people you engage with and work with. And of course, online entrepreneurship is lonely as fuck. Very small percentage of people are into that stuff. You can have the most amazing people around you, but you still feel really lonely because you spend so much time and energy into making this online business thing work, and you can't share it with anyone. So that is why communities are so important. And that also works as a beautiful bridge to the second thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, which is our new community. So finally, we have a community that everyone can join. It is called the Lead Gen Agency Unlocked. It is a Discord group, and in the Discord group, we are going to be building an extremely amazing environment that is going to engineer your success. We're going to be doing a bunch of cool stuff. We're going to be talking agency stuff, health stuff, just life stuff in general. I'm going to be dropping a bunch of really cool value there. I'm going to be dropping a bunch of resources you can't find anywhere else. We have voice channels. We're going to be doing live calls. We have our team members there. We're looking to get hundreds of people in there throughout this year and through next year. Just have an absolutely amazing time. Hopefully do events or something cool. When we have done it with our other private clients, it has been amazing. The link to the LJ community is going to be in the description of this video. The price to the community right now at the time of filming this video in the beginning of March is $19.90 a month. We couldn't really make it completely free because then we just once again get a bunch of spammers and a bunch of bots. But $20 a month to actually get into an environment that is going to make you thousands and tens of thousands of dollars, it's still a great investment. We have money back guarantees, etc. Like if you don't like it, let me know. There's a few rules also to joining the group, and those rules are also going to be covered in the link in the description. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.